Amazing evening, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a beautiful evening. To bring on a matter with the hot or inside Nigeria. I don't land at the mouth again like Land Rover. My name is Precious Amy. Welcome to Updated Precious. It's always a pleasure to be with you to bring you all the things that they share for inside the country. And today, Shapali, I get plenty things we say and one yanon and I'm waiting to make a good start to bring them one step at a time. Small. We're gonna begin enjoy them one step at a time. The matter them, then too plenty. Okay. All right. So Moko begin go because Aerofy don't they talk. Aerofy they yarn. Aerofy okay, Aerofy, calm down. Okay, and they come on, I go just so that's what we get to do with Aerofy. But make I begin go visit the headlines and one by one. Now, 30 months after answering questions for Bola Tinubu in Chatham House, Aerofy don't make U-turn. They describe APC government as evil tragedy. In fact, he say he no get any presidential ambition, he no get any political ambition at all. Say it's just that he don't realize, say he make mistake to bring the evil government into power. So say he won't correct the mistake we make. Now only thing we want to be that. Yeah. People say, where did the love get lost? Where did love can't disappear? He can't say Tinubu don't go. Say Tinubu is already gone. That he has 91% disapproval rating in the north. In the southeast too, he get 91% disapproval rating. So where did they rate them? Maybe only southwest did they rate them. And maybe people where they camp, switch camp for south, now they rate them. Aerofy. Aerofy, you know nice. Oh. Okay, I be one bring on that update yesterday night. I said, no. Make I keep on today so that I will keep calling to contribute for inside the matter. Now, speaking about opposition parties and waiting the do for opposition parties, did I tell you? SDP suspend national chairman, Gadam auditor, youth leader, over waiting, they say corruption. Say what's happen, they use money anyhow. Yeah, this one again. Okay, we could move on to other issues. Reno Omokri lied. Now, so they don't talk. Say Reno lie. Obasanjo had picked Peter Obi as my running mate in 2019. Atiku Abubakar, now they talk this one. Say, Oga, you don't lie. You don't waiting. You don't. And then meanwhile, so I didn't like to talk something with Visa, talk about Reno. I didn't like to give them too much. But this one, they say a big lie because imagine for somebody to beat in chest, they talk. Say him and Ben Bruce, now package Peter Obi for 2019 as Atiku running mate. Atiku don't call look, calm down, quench the lie. Why are you lying like this? Adiko, I go tell them more. Moving on to other issues. Speaking about the opposition party now, if you be platform, INEC don't talk, say they no go free register opposition party now. Say that ADA, they no go free register am now. You know that all Democratic Alliance say no, we cannot register it now. Why? I go let you know the why inside this conversation. That's why you have to sit down and watch, make it for the know. 2027, Algon don't deny supporting Wamako as Tinubu's running mate. So true, Shetima no go be running mate again. Meanwhile, Barrow will be deputy speaker. Don't come out and say someone can account me. Sorry, as deputy vice, deputy senate president. Don't come out himself inside the matter. Say, hey, count me out of Tinubu's running mate in 2027. Me, self, I no follow for that one. What is going on? As a matter of fact, benefits of budget we passed have not reached the people. Senator Dixon decries. He don't slam Tinubu's government inability to pay contractors for capital projects. Some people say, is he just crying for the sake of the people or because some of his fellow senators are contractors too? And, money never day grant. Okay. $5.4 billion fraud trial. Emefiele don't seek forensic examination of a WhatsApp evidence. Say, that WhatsApp evidence, more do forensic examination inside. Then look what you see. Moving on. Bandit leader Tuju kills 44 security operatives, burns military truck in Zamfara. That one day, we'll go talk about them. One feared dead, farmlands destroyed in renewed herdsmen attacks on Benue community. Another attack on Benue community. In fact, there's a video making the round about a particular suspected or a supposed Fulani man. They threaten, say, Benue people, they go here and say more attack, they come their way. Say they go hear them now this time around. And I hope, say, this time, defense headquarters and everybody go hear them and take action because the cable don't release secrets. Say, leaked memo show say DSS been know about the defense headquarters Benue be alert defense headquarters rather about the Benue attacks just exactly a month before it happened and say defense headquarters don't do anything. That is what the cable is saying. That leaked memo shows DSS alerted defense headquarters of Benue attacks a month prior to the incident, and nothing happened. Killings of 18 Kaduna wedding guests in Plateau premeditated. Northern elders and don't they vex the fume. Say, you see this one when they kill these people, say they think can work for their mind. Meanwhile, Reno Omokri and Bayo Nonoga don't they drag President Bola Tinubu like a pass my neighbor generator. Say, hey, sorry, don't they drag Peter Obi like a pass my neighbor. Say, hey, say, see, you know, even if you condemn IPOB, you know, if you call them terrorists. I come. I'm gonna let you know. Respect Nigerians' right to move freely, Governor Sani tells fellow governors. And then people of Imo State, make gonna come on our governor Hope Uzodinma say, ain't don't do more roads, ain't don't work more than all the governors who inside what did they call them? Imo State joined together for inside this particular administration, inside this particular democracy. Ain't don't work more than all the governors for this particular democracy joined together. Call them Atiku Denwa, or Hakimo, Okorocha, or Inhedio Hassan. Don't work more than all of them joined together. Ngwa people of Imo State, come and give us account too. Oh, by the way, no tell on NYSC don't extend Raye. That you remember that youth copper where be say talk, say she criticized Tinubu saying administration they had for people. They don't punish her. Say, my dear sister, you're not going now, you're not passing out. You go suffer for more 2 months because of this. Well, all this matter and more now we get for the mod for now today. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Updates with Precious. You always sweet my belly to bring on an update of the matter then with the shell for inside the country. Where we want start now, you know, go day faith, we not starting the bus bus they happen for the country. That bus bus is not going to be good to start it. So maybe we'll start with another bus bus. Because I don't know why Nigerian students have been Nigerian youth will just be dragging our president anyhow. I tell on again. Say Nigerian youths now don't begin drag President Bola Tinubu again. Say what's happen? You call Alex your classmate. And we're not gonna look the Alex say they say Oga President calling classmates. Say why you go call Alex so you be say na armed dealer where it be say if they even arrest him for DR Congo, why you go call that kind of person your classmate? People don't they drag President Bola Tinubu for the streets of social media. The tweets them no be waiting go switch your bella at all at all. They drag them say, hey, see person who our president say. In fact, the things that when they talk, my dear, not be my mouth could fit talk all the things that when they carry our president talk for inside this matter. I say now, wow, person that they play with on for inside this country, this Nigerian youth. They even go as far as bringing out a video of the man where they be the arrested for DR Congo. Go as far as bringing out the video and posting it and say, see the person will be on a president friend. We say him be on a president friend. I don't go if you post those tweets then because come on, you guys should be, even if you're criticizing your president, do it with a little bit of respect. I'll make a play on that video. We're gonna just hold this. Yeah.
Игорь Васильевич!
The bundle lamb, that's not the person. And people can say, the kind things where they talk, my mouth not go fit talk even my post no fit post and reach like that. But just be rest assured that the dragging don't continue because people don't go pinpoint everything about this particular man. They show him for the streets of social media. Say, hey, this person. Say this person. In fact, as a matter of fact, say this person don't even go any school safe. Way be say near Chicago State University. In fact, they don't bring her every day. Nigerian youths who do on this kind of thing. Person will find on a trouble. If I win trouble, one person go there like this, find on a trouble. Not gonna see me or not drag me. I beg go. So people don't begin drag this man on all fronts. Can't say, why president would associate himself with this kind of person? Why our president go associate himself with this kind of person? We get this kind character or this kind record. And I did wait for the presidency to react concerning that. But I never really see any reaction from the presidency. When I see reaction from the presidency, I go let you know. But the reaction waiting from the presidency now concerning other issues, especially as it gets to do with Peter Obi. Some people they talk and say, be like say Peter Obi matter na something where be say it always make presidency and the presidents then they always react to it because anything we get to do with Peter Obi, it is a big swift response when it come to do with the president. Now make I show you this tweet here. Yeah, so that you go see her. So somebody will be say no to like the president been tweet something earlier today because in talk say in get a podcast where be say for that podcast they don't unleash everything concerning P2B, don't release P2B secret. After in come talk say obedience led by P2B say then don't they hack in Twitter so that he no go reveal P2B secret. Some people come the one that say, excuse me, Oga, you get secret since you never see reveal until now. What's you they wait for? Emma Bino. What are you waiting for? Where make you never reveal that kind of secret where you get? So you mean you get secret since you never see reveal them since. But as he talk that one now, people come they say, okay, what is next now? Next thing now come they see this stage. When they post things, I know they like talk too much about this particular man. I'm not gonna know vex if I not dwell too much on them. But that's the tweet he tweeted. He said IPOB are not terrorists. They are not threatening or violent. I met with them. They are people I know. Peter Obi, I talked this one, quoting an interview where Peter Obi do years back, just at the earlier prescription of IPOB group. Yeah. And then Bayo Onanuga immediately jumped on the conversation and said, lest we forget what Peter Obi once said about IPOB, that they are not terrorists. People shall be under there, they answer and say, excuse me, at the time IPOB was prescribed, were they really terrorists? How many people did they kill at the time they were prescribed? At the time they were prescribed, how many houses have they burnt? How many people have they burnt alive like the headsmen right now, the Fulani headsmen have burnt alive? How many people have they destroyed? How many people did they kill? How many people did they chase away from their families like the headsmen right now, Fulani headsmen right now have done? That's my question when people they ask them for inside their platform. Well, make I go play that video where they use the mock people to be making for PCM when they talk about
become an agitator, you become anything.
Do you agree with the manner in which the federal government
Become an agitator, you become anything.
do you agree with the manner in which the federal government handled the case of the agitations in Abia State with the IPOB?
Well, you know, like I said, the only thing I disagree with is naming them terrorists.
You don't think they are?
No, they're not.
Their prescription is...
Definitely not. No, those who took the decision maybe had information I don't have. You know, agents, of course, they were done by governors of the Southeast. They are the elected leaders of the place. The elected leaders of the place. I live in Onitsha. And I can tell you they're not terrorists. Their people are passed on the road and everything every day. In fact, I can tell you in all manner they're civil. Because I meet them and I live with them. And I usually see people gathering and all that. And not one day did I feel a sense of threat or molestation or anything from them, even when they gather. You know, you become an agitator.
I don't hear that interview where Peter B talk like this. And at this particular interview now, Bayo Onanuga and Reno Omokri, they use mock Peter B. They use dragon like a pass my neighbor generator. Say, see you been talk say IPOB no be terrorist. You been talk say IPOB no be terrorist. See now, see person who won't rule Nigeria. It talk say IPOB no be terrorist. Now people come they ask him say, no vex. Does it also mean that Yoruba nation agitators are also terrorists? Does it mean that Sunday Igboho is also a terrorist? After all, when Ibi say they go search Sunday Igboho house, DSS, when they search a house, they see cashier of arms for a house. But when they search Nnamdi Kanu, the supposed leader of the IPOB, they don't see cashier of arms for a house. They don't see anything where they be act of terrorism for inside the hand. Even part of the court cases where they don't judge so far, there is no evidence they didn't see anything where get to do with waiting they feel use destroy people for Nnamdi Kanu hand. So waiting be the evidence say Nnamdi Kanu or the IPOB are still were the real terrorists. So I say make I give one of that gossip on things where they trend for inside Nigeria. Sharply, the make enter. I don't tell them about Oga Alex Abi, our classmate. Okay. I don't tell them about Oga Alex. Alex, our dear friend. I don't show on the video of Alex yesterday, so don't tell me to show you video again today. But let's get straight to El-Rufai and other issues. So El-Rufai had an interview yesterday exclusively to Arise Television during the primetime show of Arise Television, yeah. And then he spoke with Charles Aniogolo and spoke a lot about what Ibise in won't do and why Ibise in the agitate for change of government, and especially on who the president be. So a lot of people don't come talk about that matter because former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai can't describe President Bola Tinubu led regime as a national tragedy that must be challenged and corrected. See this administration saying a national tragedy and it must be challenged and corrected. Now, speaking during an interview at the Rice Television, El-Rufai said he is not driven by any political ambition, but by a sense of duty to help correct the anomalies caused by the current administration where he once supported. That is which he once supported. Say now him say wait, say no. When they ask and say okay, but on our way they there on a get leadership problem. These people Amechi they there when Peter B they there. So how I won't use them who to support? He say him. Say no get any ambition no. Say waiting he just want to do now to make sure saying correct the badness we be saying follow bring. for inside Nigeria. He said, "You mentioned my name. I have no ambition. I just feel that having contributed to bringing about this tragedy in Nigeria by contributing to the emergence of Bola Ahmed Tinubu or Bola Tinubu as president, I should contribute in my last lap. Let me contribute towards removing the evil that I believe will destroy Nigeria if left unchecked, rather. So if I not stop this evil if it destroy Nigeria, if left unchecked, I not go forgive myself." Now, so El-Rufai talk inside the interview. Now people say, but Oga, this is about 30 months where you go Chatham House now, go help president answer questions. Where were you? Where were you? What was happening when they delegate you to answer questions? What thing can happen? What happened to that law? Where the law they lost? Now, the former Kaduna State governor said his decision to align with the opposition or the opposition coalition stems from a collective resolve to challenge the current administration in 2027. According to him, leaders within the coalition are exploring both existing political parties and the formation of a new party as a platform to contest the next general elections. Now, he said, look, you don't go to war with. In fact, make I go play you part of the video so that you're not going to hear it from my mouth. Look, go take this on hold body small.
Well, look, Charles, you don't go to war with only one plan. Well, look, Charles, you don't go to war with only one plan. So very early in our discussions, the leaders of the coalition took the decision that we'll not only look for existing platforms and identify one that is suitable for all of us to go under one roof, but we'll also explore the possibility of registering a brand new party. Many of the leaders believe that registering a brand new party is the least risky of the propositions. Because
do you believe that?
I think so. I think a brand new party doesn't have any legacy problems or any viruses injected, because what the government, the ruling party and the government have been doing is to create problems in the opposition parties by recruiting and financing viruses to multiply. This is what is happening in the Labour Party, the PDP, and even the NNPP. So many of the leaders expressed concern that perhaps the best way to avoid this, you are dealing with a mischievous government and party that is totally immoral. They will do anything to eliminate all opposition, is to register a brand new party. And the Constitution and the Electoral Acts are very, very clear about the qualifications for registering a new party. Many of us do not believe that under the current leadership of INEC, a new party will be registered, because Dr. Mahmoud Yakubu is not Jega, and President Tinubu is not Jonathan. Okay, those were the people in charge when the APC was registered, and many were pessimistic about the prospects of registering a new party. But we said, let's try it anyway. Let's show. Right. Let's show that, INEC is not independent. Right. Let's show that this government is interfering to ensure there is no opposition.
But
so we're pursuing both paths. Right. And if both become available, then the leadership will then sit down and consult and take their views to the plenary, and a decision will be.
All right, so as it take be like this, that means they consider to make sure say then get the right party we be say then go use. But Oga El-Rufai did speak quite a lot too, because when Ibise get to speak with the integrity of President Bola about the integrity of President Bola Tinubu, Oga Nasir El-Rufai say, as a matter of fact, that Tinubu has a 91% disapproval rating in the whole of North and the Southeast. Now, that's so you take talk. So if Oga Tinubu get disapproval rating for these places, how you won't contact B now? Okay, make I go play some more things when you talk, so that you don't say they say Lisa one person say they become python, so that you go use your ear, make you hear the rest of them, make you not be like say now me talk the rest of them. I'm gonna go here with an El-Rufai talk again.
When I joined the SDP, I made it clear in my statement that even though I'm in the SDP, just like every other, I mean, Atiku Abubakar is still in the PDP. Peter Obi has not officially led Labour Party. But we all agreed that if we have consensus on a platform, we are going to give up our own legacy parties and focus on that platform. We are still not there yet. The leadership will receive a report on the engagement with the SDP as well as the other party, and then a decision will be taken. I strongly believe that the SDP is the best platform for the coalition. It has a history, it has a legacy, it has a sentimental value, and everything about it is almost perfect. The name, the logo, everything. It has a history. And I'm advocating for that amongst my colleagues. But it will be a collective decision.
Right. And if that collective decision is made, you will be happy to leave the SDP and join the AD.
I will do whatever I can to ensure that we unite under one platform.
Right.
All right, so you don't hear this on way be say talk to a talk say you could do anything way in go fit to use make sure say they unite and they under one party. It still talk more things concerning President Bola Tinubu. Make we go watch the rest things we get to talk about President.
I believe in that very strongly. I believe that the unity. Look, Nigerians are tired of the APC. We know that, we have polled that. There is 91% disapproval of this administration across the country, 91% disapproval. It's the worst in Nigeria's history. But Nigerians are looking for a credible option.
Yeah, but
they want to see people coming together, putting aside their differences and ambitions, and giving them an alternative to this failure of a government.
But that's the key thing. Can you put aside your personal ambitions?
You've got
yourself, you've got Atiku Abubakar, you've got Peter Obi, you've got Rotimi Amechi, you have so many big political, wigs with huge, ambitions.
Big names does not equate ambitions, okay? You've mentioned my name. I have no ambition, okay? I just feel that having contributed to bringing about this tragedy to Nigeria by contributing to the emergence of Bola Tinubu as president, I should contribute in my last lap, okay? Because I'm 65, I should be retiring. In my last lap, let me
You've got a long way to go.
Let me contribute towards removing this evil that I believe will destroy Nigeria if left.
Okay, all right. Well, that's now waiting in talk. I would really like to take your thoughts and opinion on what you think about waiting error fight talk, because he said quite a lot of others. So said he said the guy is gone, president is gone. He's performed miserably. The economy has stopped. The insecurity architecture, or the security architecture rather, has failed. There are no clear trade and investment policies, and everything is going wrong. They are raising lots of revenues, but we don't know where the revenues are going because there are no results. So say no worry about that one. President Bola Tinubu, it don't go. Be say it don't go. Nothing they happen. Meanwhile, talking about the SDP way be say it day. I tell you, say earlier today the main begin inside the SDP. In fact, to the essence where be say people go, they almost pull off the gate of the party self where it be say then they protest. Why? Then talk say something happened about corruption between their chairman and some of the executives. But as I talk to you right now, the National Working Committee of the Social Democratic Party (SDP) they don't approve the immediate suspension of the national chairman of the party, Shehu Gaban, and alongside with two members of the National Working Committee, I think Nadi Clarkson, maybe the national auditor, and Chukuma Uchechukwu, North Youth leader. And then this one, because of the one they call allegations say they throw for their head, say for gross misconduct, and say they chop money anyhow, money we use worker anyhow, and they embezzle money anyhow. Say that reason. Remember, say we may never hear of any internal crisis on inside SDP until El-Rufai enter. Immediately El-Rufai enter SDP, they begin get internal crisis. Leadership crisis begin rock them. And this is the part of that leadership crisis. Now, if you hear what El-Rufai talk here for inside this video, he talk say the ruling party, they plant viruses for inside other political parties to make sure that they destabilize other political parties. Maybe what is happening in SDP now, could it be a typical example of some of those viruses we basically they plant to make sure that they destabilize the opposition I do not know. But even them themselves, even the ruling party themselves, too, they also get their own begin now. Because matter they brew right now for inside the ruling party concerning who will be the vice presidential candidate of President Bola Tinubu. That's now, one matter where they also share it because who could be the vice president of the party right now? That is APC. Now, another matter where they grant. As a matter of fact, remember, say yesterday I've been telling us say, they may not first of all accuse Kwankwaso. Some caucus for inside APC accuse Kwankwaso, saying that Kwankwaso and in team, and then they cause problem between Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shitima because of say they go they talk say Oga Tinubu won't use Kwankwaso as vice presidential candidate and I'm waiting they cause the problem. So that one day. Now the accusation now don't enter inside another place again because as I talk to you right now, the Sokoto State chapter of the Association of the Local Government of Nigeria, that is Algon, they don't describe they don't distance themselves. That is, they don't say when our hand no day inside from recent call by one of the members with advocates for Senator Aliyu Magatakada Wamako. That is Aliyu Wamako. With as in vice presidential candidate for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027 elections. People don't they talk say, hey, now you don't confirm for so. Remember, say the possibility of former speaker too, the Gara, be also there inside there as people will be say Fee be the possible vice presidential candidate for vice running mate to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now they don't go Aliyu Wamako now because somebody will come out and say, oh, see Aliyu Wamako, person will be. But now local government employees or algorithm don't come distance themselves. See their hand, their leg, no day inside. Say they know they. In fact, another person don't distance himself sef, because as I speak to you right now, Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin don't also come out in hand and leg. Wash him body come out like Pontius Pilate. Say you know they, you know get hand. Say you know even they interested to be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu vice presidential candidate. Why everybody they come out and they deny themselves from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu vice presidential candidate matter? That no matter what BCP weak you or every other person they suspect. This thing we get to do with Tinubu vice presidency. He don't they go back and forth since how many days? People don't they look and say, what is going on here? What is going on here? But every day, the more it come be like say, the more we they look at, the less we they see for inside the matter, right? So now Oga don't come out himself. The Oga Deputy Senate President don't come out himself inside saying no they inside. In fact, as a matter of fact, he released statements today. In media and publicity person, he released a statement. Ishmael Modasher say Barrow advised the group, people where they read they do this one where they push in campaign. Say made them just come out in their body for the matter. Say no, they interested at all at all. They're going to describe the call as out of place. That Barra appealed also to them and other people, other groups and individuals engaging in such campaign to stop forthwith. Say, you know, they're interested at all. Make a read except of it, they even tell them. He say, if you are truly my supporter, please desist from this unnecessary clamor and join the train to restore the glorious days of our country under the able leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let us rally His Excellency to continue delivering his lofty programs encapsulated in the Renewed Hope agenda. Now, speaking about the Renewed Hope agenda, before I go to insecurity, because plenty matter day to talk about insecurity. Now, speaking about the Renewed Hope agenda, plenty things they will get to talk about because we feel like saying the hope. Okay, so feel like say the hope no can be very renewed for a lot of people right now because some members of the Senate don't they worry as the hope no can be too renewed right now. As August Irake Dixon don't they speak out. So what's in they happen? All the things who promise Nigerians for inside the 2025 budget. What is going on? When are we going to deliver the promises to them? That's day grand. Remember, we are coming. We have more just to bring to you. That's day grand. And then and make I just quickly sharply go find that gist given a hand. So August Irake Dixon will be the former governor of Bayelsa State, and he also be the senator who represent Bayelsa West Senatorial District. He don't decry the Bola Tinubu-led federal government's inability to release capital funds for contractors despite the timely passage of the 2025 national budget. Say, wait, we'll pass the budget on time. Why not if you release money for contractors when they do work? So that these people where we vote for us, when make we pass this budget, go fit enjoy the dividends of this budget we say we pass for them. Now, in they talk this one for inside the floor of the Senate plenary. This is say the situation has grounded the capital component of the budget, leaving contractors unpaid and key development projects at a standstill. In fact, say usual. They say Lisa don't want person see they come out, they become python. So for like make a go plan for you, make a year and by yourself. Waiting Oga Dixon.
Government continues to run and does not grind to a halt. But clearly, nobody is satisfied about the situation that we have found ourselves in. Mr. President, I came this morning to have a conversation with the chairman of appropriation. I'm a member of that committee too. And also the chairman of finance. And if possible, to discuss this on the floor. I didn't know that this matter was slated for hearing. Because we are all inundated with complaints all over. Government has grounded, that's what it means. Contractors who have done their jobs, committed their resources, cannot be paid. The benefits of the budget that we all took time to work on and passed has not gotten to the people. And guess what? We are talking of the capital component. The recurrent component, which is for the bureaucrats, 100%. It has gotten to them 100%. 100%. The component that has not been released, that is still stagnant, nothing is moving forward, is the real one that goes to the people of Nigeria for development of our country, for all the people that we represent. So it's a very sad situation. You recall that some weeks back, there was a time that contractors, out of frustration and anger, I hear even stage demonstrations. I read about it. A number of you on this floor may be familiar with that. So, Mr. President, the chairman of appropriation, unlike other motions and debates he has led, for which we have always supported, even from this aisle, in the interest of the country, today has not given compelling reasons why this extension has become necessary. And I don't want to hazard any guess, but from this aisle, you all know what is happening. Maybe there is too much preoccupation with politics and 2027. Maybe there is too much concentration on receiving defectors all across the country, and people are not looking at it. Please come to Mr. President, I have the floor. You started very well, end very well. I have the floor. I have the floor. Because the business of the Nigerian people, for which we were all elected, all of us and the President of the Federal Republic, is not moving forward. That is the reason this motion and this bill has become necessary. But like I said, from our experiences,
you have 1 second remaining.
Out of our commitment for the national good and for the development, we are not opposed in principle to the extension, as the minority leader and my colleagues here have spoken. But I associate with the need to investigate. We need to. Our committees. Is it that we are not having enough money? We have withdrawn, all of us supported the withdrawal of fuel subsidy. Meaning that there's even more money. All the other levels of government are getting far more money. Some of us managed recessions for 6 years. Now they are getting so much money. The state governments and the local government, which is good. So that means that money or availability of money is not the challenge. The reason the capital component of the budget has not moved forward for the benefit of Nigerians is not because there's no money. So I agree with the suggestion that we should direct the committee, our committee, as a matter of fact, the both committees, led by the appropriation committee, and perhaps the committee on finance as well, to jointly within the next 1 week undertake an inquiry and report back to us why this has happened, so that we don't have this happening again. I just thought that I should
thank you very much for your contribution.
And to say that in principle,
thank you.
Even though we are not happy with where we are, things have grounded to in the interest of the country. We need to pass this bill and allow the machinery of government to go on. But we need to investigate why we are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, okay. So, in case when I hear, I don't know if you heard the earlier part of that conversation when they talk, say maybe they just get too busy potting from one party to the other, so they no realize say they're supposed to do the things and way be say they're supposed to, and they just need to cut off trying to pot from one party to the other. Quickly, make I take some reaction of and other senators concerning that same incident because it would good make you also hear from the other senators and waiting they get to talk about this particular one. And they come, we're gonna analyze that matter.
Experiencing
Come, just here with me.
revenues, shortage of revenues, whether or not there is no money in this country to pay up this implemented project. Mr. President, it is not about procurement. We have liaised as a house. Most of the constituency projects that I know of, almost 80%, were completed 6 months before today. And therefore, you begin to hear rumors that the Minister of Finance and the Office of the Accountant General are picking and choosing projects they will finance. It's not right. Sequel to what I have said, I think the Committee on Appropriation, Mr. President, should be saddled with the investigation of why
you have 1 minute remaining.
it is important, even though Senator Yahya said the leadership, we have given the leadership that mandate, nothing has changed. We need to do what Parliament does. Give the Appropriation Committee a mandate of 2 weeks to present before this chamber as to why what is happening. Lastly, Mr. President, this is Parliament. We need to be guided by logics. We need it to be guided by facts on the ground. What is happening is not backed by facts. I have no problem. There is necessity for us to address this issue.
Okay, so and I don't hear that one. That one, na Abdul Ningi, Oga Abdul Ningi, na one of those we basically talk about padded budgets the other time. I think 2023. Yeah, about the 2024 padded budget. So we put them for trouble. We land them for inside suspension for a while before it be said they come forgive them. Yes, so that's now Oga Abdul Ningi. So bottom line, now this now the explanation we be say Oga Dixon and Abdul they talk about. For inside the 2025 budgets, the recurrent expenditure will be say now the salaries, the money for the ministries, the money for the departments and agencies, the money for National Assembly, them, the other things, them. Say those ones, they don't implement them 100% by what they said. You heard it, not be me talking. That is say federal government don't release money for those things 100%. So that means National Assembly don't collect the money how they will use run themselves 100%. So the leadership of the National Assembly that get their own money. Remember, see National Assembly money make good amount for inside that budget. And remember, see we also here see them part the budget by almost wasn't almost 12 trillion naira thereabouts. I mean, now they use part of the budget. That one day. Now the capital projects or capital segment or portion of the budget where be the part where say government supposed to use do work where the public go enjoy, that is where go benefit me and you. Say that part government never touch am hand. Say it can't be like say the Minister of Finance they pick which one they go do, which one they no go do based on IOU, Imamadu. You understand? Say now that one they can't they do. And say the thing can't they do like say if they stretch some projects or they make some projects and delay. Projects are supposed to benefit Nigerians. If they delay the project then. You understand? So that is to say they a particular road or highway where they supposed to do for inside that project. Those projects, that part they never feed one. If you did any school project or anything where they're supposed to do, they no feed them. If you get light or water where they're supposed to supply for people where they're supposed to do, they never do those ones. They never pay attention to them. So that means Nigerians then go continue to the suffer. While it be say the big boys them don't collect their own parts and portion of the money. That's now what's in it be say they explain for inside this incident. And it is very, 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 very sad. Not one very no go fit explain them. Now, speaking about how sad this incident be, make I enter inside politics back and they come back inside governance again. So, I don't know if you did social media this week, you go down here say Jonathan, President Goodluck Jonathan, former media aide, Reno Omokri, been saying get interview with Honest Bunch for inside the interview. In fact, after the interview, he can come out, come talk, say, saying talk a lot of things. So inside this interview, say the things that when talk, say Nigeria no go remain the same again. Say Peter Obi no go remain the same again. In fact, the world no go remain the same again. After if people hear waiting in talk finish or inside this interview, because in talk a lot of things. So people kind of wonder, say, oh, what could he have revealed? He said he revealed a lot, that he revealed Peter Obi's secret inside that interview. And people kind of wonder, say, this one will reveal secrets. In fact, he said so much. And inside that interview, he also stated that, or alluded to the fact that, or to that, say him and Oga Silverbird, Oga Bruce, joined together, package Peter Obi to present them to Atiku for 2020 or 2019 to be in vice presidential candidate. See now what they do. Say them package up. But Atiku Abubakar now don't come respond to them. I'm gonna make I read that story, but make you understand. Just to make a lay preamble. Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has dismissed claims by Reno Omokri that he was responsible for choosing Peter Obi as Atiku's running mate in the 2019 presidential election. Him and Ben Bruce. Saying that they're responsible. Ben Bruce never really talk inside this matter. Now, in a recent resurfaced video on X, formerly Twitter, Atiku clearly credits former President Olusegun Obasanjo for suggesting Obi's name during a critical post. I think, post primaries consultation for inside Abeokuta. Now, narrating the sequence of events, Atiku said he had gone to inform Obasanjo of his victory at the PDP primaries when the former president asked him to pick a running mate. From the southeast, having already represented the southwest himself. So say the best thing to do now to pick somebody from the southeast. Quoting excerpt from there, he say the first person he suggested was Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, but I told him she wasn't in our party. He mentioned Soludo too, and I said the same thing, that Soludo is in Abga, wasn't in our party. Then he asked about Peter Obi, and I said yes, he's a party member. Article recounted. Now, the revelation directly contradicts Omokri's public narrative and exposes what many now view as an attempt to rewrite political history. Atiku's remarks have reignited debate within the PDP fold, with observers accusing Omokri of taking undue credit for a decision influenced solely by Obasanjo's strategic council. So why Ibise Omokri would take credit for that matter? But that will not be even the only thing where Ibise Omokri talk. Omokri also put mouth for talk as it get to do with other issues, especially calling Peter Obi a liar, saying that obedience and Peter Obi lied by saying that he won the 2019 election because what's his name, Daddy Freeze, was in that interview and asked him that people here, even some people amongst them there, the presenters, claim that Peter Obi won the election that he should talk about. He said it's a lie, that even Peter Obi himself has never believed that he won the election. I don't want to play Mokori's video, so people should go and look for it. That even Peter Obi himself never believed he won the election, and he never said he won the election. And that if you check the certified true copy of the statement of Peter Obi appeal to the presidential election petition courts, say he no ever claim say he win the election. Say rather they talk say make them cancel the election on the basis say President Bola Tinubu no dey qualified to contest. But another look at not just the P2B petition to INEC, but including a press statement to ABC P2B being given during that period. The press statement reads that he won the election. And part of the in prayer for inside the appeal will be say in charge. Now say make them make and declare a winner of the election, saying win the election. So I don't understand. People come to talk. So wait, how is it that Reno Omokri would go to a podcast and say one thing, but there are evidences that proves to the fact that it was something else entirely that happened during that event? And trust social media people, because they will always go digging out. They will go dig out things for inside social media to use proof as evidence. I wish I had all those evidences I would have played, but I just don't want to play those videos as it's got to do with Reno Omokri. So please forgive me if I don't get to do that. But this now which happens. So you can actually go look for those yourself. There are videos and statements. In fact, the court documents are public documents, so you can look for it. And there are places where it shows that yes, Peter Obi actually did mention that, even including that. Remember now the world press conference when he hold one time, he stated it inside that press conference. He stated it that he won the election. So for people who come they talk say why obedience they talk say he win the election when even him no talk say he win the election. Why would they do such a thing? Well, your guess is as good as mine. I just thought to bring that to the table. Then make we quickly just go through. I tell her earlier say Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Special Offences Court sitting for inside Ikeja on Tuesday adjourned the ruling on an application filed by the embattled former central bank governor Emefiele seeking a forensic examination of WhatsApp messages admitted in evidence in his ongoing trial. Now Emefiele, through his counsel, make a just rest. So bottom line, they won't do forensic examination for those WhatsApp messages where be say they for inside we consign the court case. But let's get straight to insecurity because there's a lot we have to talk about concerning insecurity for inside this country. And the matter that we will talk concerning insecurity, it plenty well, so you will wear your gyms very well so that you could cool down, make you hear the matter. Then before as we finish with that, we'll go the NYSC copper girl on where be say they don't extend her youth service because of say she say President Bola Tinubu a terrible president. Now, notorious bandits leader Bello Tuji has repeatedly killed no fewer than 44 security operatives, including 40 members of the Joint Task Force (JTF) and 4 soldiers, our army people, in a deadly ambush near Shinkafi, local government area of Zamfara State. The attack was revealed in I think, a post by security analyst Bakat Stein on Twitter. What was it? Yeah, Bakat Stein. Yeah. So according to Bakat Stein, the insurgents also set fire to a military vehicle during the assault. Now, Bello Tuji reportedly killed 40 JTF members and 4 soldiers near Shinkapi local government area of Zamfara State, burning a military vehicle at Bakitsign, and so Bakitsign, right? But this day very sad. How it be say this Tojubelu guy, see they go ahead, they commit all these wonders when they commit, and nobody don't feel call them to order. Nothing we don't fit do. 1 minute to go declare unwanted, the next minute to go see am for meeting where be say they meet with people, they meet for for peacekeeping meeting. The next minute again in they wanted. What exactly is happening with the fight against insecurity? They come up because more days to talk about. You remember, say I had a guest from Benue State on Saturday where EB say talk about waiting inside an army officers, and then the guest had quite a lot to say. Some of the things he said, what I did is that I copied that I edited them separately and I posted them as a separate video. And I just play excerpt of those so that you get to know exactly what he said. Because I like to play some of those excerpts to make you understand why EBC it is very difficult for us to fight insecurity. Because as I speak to you right now, insecurity matter don't happen again. If I don't begin don't happen again inside Benue State again. People don't die again for inside Benue State. And a suspected armed herdsmen, that is full and herdsmen, 9 don't kill people again. Because as so they talk and they say they don't launch another serious coordinated attack again for inside Yogbo. Now the administrative headquarters of Mbagwen for inside Guma local government area of Benue State. That same Guma, now Guma local government area, 9 year water day when that incident happened. They don't do another one again. This time around, they leave fear for among the residents them, and they say people say don't die. The attack began 5 days ago, coinciding with the visit of President Bola Tinubu's state visit. Now, eyewitnesses said the assailants stormed the community, firing sporadically. A swift response from security personnel forced the attackers to retreat, averting what could have been a deadly assault again. Now, following the following day, residents said the same group of herdsmen returned again openly grazing their cattle on people's farmlands at the outskirts of the community. Fearing further violence, locals remained indoors while their crops were destroyed by these people. This now, days after President Bola Tinubu just go visit. President Bola Tinubu just go visit their community, come back, their state, come back. And as he go that visit, in talk say, make everything cooler, make everything be okay. Now, what was supposed to hear, say everything don't do okay, everybody don't maintain. How is it that these people are unchecked in their activities? This is a question where a lot of people they ask. Now, make I go let you know another thing will happen. Did you know? Say my guest talk am that day, even for the voice note when play that day, when show us, we be circulate among them. The evidence shows say them being they aware of this year water incident, this Fulani attack before it happened. And then the president of Middle Belt Forum, for inside an interview with Arise Television, also states say he himself been get information for inside in WhatsApp, say then go attack Benue State. How come security operatives not get the information? But now the Department of State Services, DSS, evidence don't show say them been write right to Moses Gara, will be the commander of Operation Weary Stroke, commander of Operation Weary Stroke, we they in charge of that area, about planning attack on communities in Benue and Nasarawa State for inside May. Then he get this information 1 month ahead, say herdsmen they plan attack against communities for inside Nasarawa State and Benue State. And the Nasarawa State attack now for the Tiv area for Nasarawa State, according to waiting them say talk, or according to them say. Now, this leaked memo carry said the Defense Headquarters launched Operation Weary Windstroke in Benue in 2018. The operation comprised the military, police, and the DSS. On June 13, gunmen attacked Yawata and Daudu communities for inside Goma local government area, killing over 200, including internally displaced persons, IDPs, and farmers. Now, in a leaked memo dated May 13, seen by the cable, the secret police said intelligence revealed that suspected Fulani militias were planning the attack to attack settlements in our local government area of Nasarawa State and other communities anytime soon, according to that leaked memo. In the memo, DSS said its checks revealed that the planned attack was to avenge an alleged seizure of some cows by the state government, their state government. Now, the communication identified the communities marked for attack as Mararaba, Jangargari, Wugi, Gidon, Antoni, I think Akun, Usendu, Gara, and Vandia, Chia, all of them plenty. We be say them talk, say them for attack that time. But they don't mention here water. Now, this memo also revealed that there were also plans to attack thief settlements and border communities between Nasarawa and Benue State by suspected headmen. And of course, so they say water like a border community between Nasarawa and Benue State. And Benue State here. Water, of course, which later fell under an attack that claimed over 200 lives, was one of the communities identified in that memo. Now, reports indicate that they have been holding series of meetings in Akpanaja. Remember, say my guest state I'm here for inside this interview I'm saying these people they get series of meetings. Then they hold series of meetings because I asked him a few questions concerning those meetings. And then he said that they've been holding series of meetings. So that they've been holding series of meetings and in some other settlements in Doma local government area and have stationed their men at designated forest for a coordinated offensive against the thief communities. That's what the memo read. The memo, part of the memory said the militias are currently hibernating at Amako and Igbabo Forest, located between Nkoma and Doka villages in Doma local government and Ikom Forest, located few kilometers away from Yelwata, Udei, Ukoho, and other community local government areas of the state. So if this memo they known, waiting Ibise Defense Headquarters do. According to the report, Defense Headquarters perhaps did not immediately act upon the memo or on the memo, and they no really do anything about them. Perhaps I'm waiting make the incident go ahead, go happen. Make I go refresh your mind for waiting my guest talk that I make it hear. An army officers by
Yes,
conduct an operation.
yes, right.
To kill
these
people.
these are the things that we face every day. So Suleiman, right now, we're asking army authorities, where is Suleiman? Because they took him to Makodi and we've not heard about him again. But Suleiman in Ude, what headquarters of Niev Council Ward of Guma, local government of Benue State, 2 weeks before the water attacks of June 13 and 14, there are many TB villages in my council ward, in my local government.
So just in case you do not know what we're talking about here, what the guest was talking about here, just to clear it, at this point, he was saying that there was a particular attack that happened 2 weeks before that Yelwata attack. And for that attack, what happened 2 weeks before the Yelwata attack, say a particular, then kill a former soldier with his wife and his son. And that a particular headsman was caught with a bike where blood full the body of the bike. And when they come ask him, come the probe am, the vigilante is the probe am. Now they come reveal say, now them go kill that soldier. The soldier native indigene way from your water. Say now then kill the soldier. Say as they kill that soldier, say that the bike where they carry go kill the soldier, now bike will belong to that retired military officer, the bike where they use go kill him. Say the bike belonged to a 7 soldier way stationed for a station where they near your water. Some of the people they were supposed to they guide the village. So now, as they collect that bike, go do the operation, the bike man was returning the blooded bike back to the soldier in his camp. Now then catch and begin ask him. So then say Fulani people vex. Thief people rather vex. Go the military barracks. Go the request for that particular guy we be say they say now be the owner of that bike. Why would he aid Fulani headsmen to come and attack their people, according to waiting my guest narrate? And guess what happened? At the end of the day, they said them transfer the particular guy come out from that place. That soldier then transfer and come out, and he never came back again. They don't know what happened because they were asking about him. They were asking that he should be returned so that he would come and explain, but he never came back to explain. An army officer's bike was used to conduct an operation.
Yes, right. You know,
to kill
these are the things that we face every day. So Suleiman, right now, we're asking army authorities, where is Suleiman? Because they took him to Makodi and we've not heard about him again. But Suleiman in Ude, what headquarters of Niev Council Ward of Guma, local government of Benue State, 2 weeks before the Rota attacks of June 13 and 14, there are many T villages in my council ward, in my local government, that T people fled and left. Fulanis are occupying that, even in my maternal village.
And you people cannot go there now.
How now?
How? If you go, how now? If you go, what's happen?
Because you are not going with arms now, so they will take you on. They will take you before you reach there.
All right, so this is the evidence, the video, the voice notes that they received. This voice note they received a week before that incident, and you can see the interpretation of what the guy was saying in Tib language. I didn't play it in full though. This particular voice note was circulated 5 days before the Yelwata attack. What did you guys do about it?
No, they gave the military in Yelwata now. Why would Nigerians be IDPs in their own countries? In their own country, rather.
They have houses, but they cannot return to their houses because it's been occupied by someone else.
Because we don't have a government. What we have are people in power. But we don't have a government. Fulani militia. It's not any profiling. It's a statement of fact. Tell the Fulani nation, if they don't want this, if they don't want us calling, why have they never called a meeting of the Fulani nation to say, look guys, you guys are making Nigerians stigmatize us. Stop this thing. They would never call that kind of meeting. Have you ever seen they call the meeting? If it was Fulani a thief that this is happening to now, so thief will call the meeting. That's the umbrella body of thief people. They will call and say, look at what is happening. People are stigmatizing us. People are giving us bad names. Stop this thing. The Fulani as a nation has never called a meeting of their people to say, look, you guys have done too much in this place. We want you to stop. You guys are our bad eggs.
Are you saying that they're not arresting them because they just don't want to arrest them?
They took them to the divisional police headquarters in Bajimba, that's the headquarters of Guma local government. The following day, a directive came to the DPO to release these guys. They even sent vehicle to go and convey them from that station. Why do you think that our people don't sleep in their homes? That I tell you that people sleep on the road median because of these attacks every time. Do you understand?
It's exactly 8 days after the incident now. How your village did?
It can better be imagined than explained. You know, a very small village where about 200 people or more were killed. You know, you can just imagine. In the last 5 days, I have not slept up to accumulatively up to 10 hours. Over 80 people amongst the guys killed. You know, I have a direct relationship with them. Many of my family relations. The water is placed on the highway. That's the place that Tinubu will not go. Federal highway that is dualized. There is no 25 minutes drive from Okpebholo.
But you know, say rain that day and flood been worried that day for inside the
There was no flood. No, there was no flood. Where there was flood was like 30 kilometers after Yerwata on the way to Lafia. That place is called Akeleku. People are traumatized, they are devastated, they are scattered all around Makurdi, and they've not been catered for adequately. I will tell you that they've been sleeping on bare floors. For the first few days, they were in that primary school, mosquitoes all over, there was no water, there was no toilet.
So because the houses were burnt, so they don't have anywhere to stay right now.
Yeah, so they were camped at the international market. In Makurdi, no water there. But although I just heard yesterday that they started bringing water in tanks. And in the initial days, there was no food. As a matter of fact, the food that passed in they carted it away. Sort of.
I hear that they were stealing their food, yes.
Yeah, they stole those bags of rice. In about 4-5 classrooms, people filled up about 4-5 classrooms because the primary school is together with is annexed to the church, the Catholic Church, and Joseph Catholic Church.
So that means they would have killed people in that primary school too if they didn't.
If they had reached that place, if they had reached that place, we'll have been talking of thousands. Now we'll have been talking like the number that happened on 911. We don't sleep in our houses. So on the day of the attack, even let me even tell you something that nobody has said this all this while. On the day of the attack, right, during their death today, my cousin, his remains was just interred today. That's the guy who was APC's agent in the last election. Yeah, they don't bury him today. So a lot of people are burying their loved ones. Some are just burying the bones that they packed because skulls.
Bones and skulls. Would they even know whose bone is whose bone? Or they just pack bones together to bury?
It's symbolic. It's symbolic. You just give it a burial. It's symbolic. You understand? You know that these guys, they slept in this room. They slept in this place.
Okay, so they are born beyond. This bone is the person's bone.
Exactly. So if it's a child, you know that, okay, we have a child who slept here. So you could see that this guy who was born here is a child. This one is a woman. So you assume. So it's quite, just to give them a symbolic burial. There are a lot of peaceful Muslims in Nigeria, as well as there are a lot of extremist Muslims in Nigeria. Those are the section of Muslims that feel that, yes, they must dip the Quran in the ocean, because that is the promises of their forebearers. They've said the jihad is a continuous process that hasn't stopped.
Where have you heard them say this? What's the evidence?
This is over and over now. Precious. This is not something hidden. For them, it's a jihad against the infidels. The infidels is what they call the Christians, for goodness sake, unbelievers. The only part, of course, is the Fulanization part. They'll be inviting their other Fulani kinsmen from other countries in the Sahel to come. There's a lush green land in the Benue Valley. They want a total takeover of the land. They capture the Hausa lands because they are all over. There are few in Hausa land, but they are the ones who are dominant. All the emirs of Fulani, you see a population, a town in Hausa land. That is
so this is just excerpt of the interview. But then there was also there was a video that made the round today of a particular somebody supposedly from Fulani extraction, where do a video today. They threaten people of Benue State, say if they try touch any of their cow again, or may they not allow their cow to waka, say they go attack them again. And see this time around the attack, it go get us, it go be. I don't understand how is the language, neither do I understand Fulani. So please kindly help me listen and help me interpret. Ogamazi, if you did there, beg, help me listen, so that you go tell me whether waiting then talk for social media, say this house man they talk, whether I'm waiting in the talk. I bet me gonna listen, me gonna help me interpret.
Hello. Tibi wallahi in ba ku daina ba za mu ci ubanku ba, ya kamata ba ku duba abin da yake akwai. Wai kuna ce za ku kore mu a jihar Benue. Ƙarya ne. Wallahi in ba ku daina ba, wallahi za ku ƙare kanku. Na gaya maku kenan. Ba wai za ku ce za ku kore mu a jihar Benue. Benue din na uba waye ne, naku ne. Ku ɗan Najeriya, mu ɗan Najeriya ne, ba ku isa ba. Wallahi in ku yi wasa daga Kadarko abinda ya kai Balanti Daudu, abinda ya kai Utese, ƙetare waya, za mu yi condemn naku in ba ku bari tsokane mu ba. Yanzu kan mage ya waye. Tibi, bari in gaya maku, agoi zai maku bidiyo caca, ku bari fa. In ba ku bari ba ma rabin ku zai ƙare. Ba dai ga munan ga ku kuna ce za ku kore mu a jihar Benue, wallahi ƙaryanku. Ko ku bari ko kuma ku mutu. Yanzu kam mun haɗa ƙafa wando da ku. In kun daina kun zama shegu. Muna nan muna dakonku. Ranan da kuka ƙare kuka taɓa mana shanu ko mutum. To ranan Kadarko condemn, Balanti Daudu condemn, Utese condemn, Ketare Waya condemn, sai mun haye da ku. Bayan mun haye da ku za mu ƙara mu haye Benue nan. Za mu shirya bin Makodi ko ku bari ko kar ku bari. Yanzu mun riga mun shirya. Wallahi ko ku bari ko kar ku bari. Bari gaya maku. Ba wai za a taɓa ku kaɗan. Tinubu ya tashi ya zo ya yi maku gaisuwa. Wani rana ragaran na ya zo ya yi maku gaisuwa ana dariya. To ranar da mun ƙara kun kashe mana shanu ko mutum ran nan za mu kashe ku sai Tinubu ya yi kuka da idon shi. Otom, wallahi ka mai da hankali, kai ne ka ɓata ƙasar nan. Amma gwamnati na yanzu nan, ina ji labari ana ce yana da ƙoƙari, yana haɗa kan kawunan Fulani da Tibi. Amma Otom kai ne ka kashe ƙasar nan. Kuna ce wai kuna yi target a hanya, in kun ga goya mota ku kashe. To mu ma muna da hankalin kanmu. Kuma muna ga motoshinku da suna wuce wanda an rubuta masu Benue, Benue, Oma boss wannan mu ma za mu dinga target nasu, kakkashe su mu ƙone su. Amma mu muna yi zaɓi in mun ga ba yaren Tibi ba za mu fita.
All right, and I don't hear waiting in talk. I do not speak Hausa language, neither do I understand Hausa language. So anybody will be say you understand or speak Hausa language, I beg kindly call me immediately and help me interpret what has been said because I do not understand. But going by what I heard that he said, he's saying this. I heard that this is a warning to people of Benue State that they should be careful with their make sure so they don't touch their cow again because if they touch their cow, say they go come attack them again. That's like a threat, threatening them that they go come attack them again this time around. So is this correct? Is this what he said? Please, phone lines are open. I really would love somebody to help call in and tell me exactly what he said because I don't understand or speak Hausa language. So it could good make we hear make it be say which would the report now exactly waiting a BCEB. So that being said, let me play you the concluding part of. So there was something my guest was also worried about in that conversation when he did say that. You know, he did. He mentioned say Nuhu Ribadu, he won't do anything about the incident because, of course, he's from this part of the country. And then he also did mention how Nuhu Ribadu was acting. You know, during when Ibisebi they talk about what thing happened for how they use decimate people for inside IPOB, how they use Kibuko. But when he reached this particular one, that he refused to call this that is Fulani militias. He rather called them ethnic crisis. He refused to state that what is happening is people taking up people's land, but he rather called it crisis. That it is not farmer header crisis. Let me take this call. I guess it's an interpretation. Hello, good evening and welcome. Sir?
This guy is giving this kind of threats and they've not picked him up.
Please, who's on the line?
My name is Emmanuel from the UK.
Oh, so do you speak Hausa? Kina J Hausa?
I was born in Kaduna. The first 25 years of my life was in Kaduna.
Okay, awesome. All right. So go ahead and tell us exactly what he said.
He started by saying that he was vulgar with some insulting stuff first of all.
Oh, wow.
Before he started going by that these Benue states where they are, that nobody can chase them out of this place, that they will keep killing people and killing people. That's what the guy was saying. Yes. He even said that he talked about that boss that they killed some people somewhere in Plateau State. He said they're going to target all those bosses that they wrote Benue Link. You know,
have I not told you that they've been attacking Benue Link? They attacked Benue Link earlier this week now, that they kidnapped all
I heard the news.
Yes.
What he said was that but how they will do their own is that they will stop the boss and bring out only the thieves from the boss and kill them. The guy was also saying that the Atiku will cry, that they will kill them. He not talking about Otom, that it was Otom that started the thing by what that maybe that
open grazing bill. Yes.
Yes. And they never picked this kind of human being. But once small boy go do small thing, they don't go pick and go fly out from anywhere, kind of go Abuja. And they don't go to look for this kind of nitwits. This is a threat.
So this is exactly what he said. This is scary.
Precious, and the hair and the shake, and the shake, the hair and the shake, and the shake. And the shake, say nobody can get them out of Benue State, and they've come to stay, and that's their land. That's what the guy is saying.
Are you serious?
This guy is saying. And nothing don't happen to this guy. That's how they hear the thing. I hear they catch me and they get goosebumps for body. We're in trouble in this country. We're in trouble in that country. We're in big trouble. There's something that Frank was telling you that I was listening to. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I was listening to what Frank was saying. That's what Frank was saying. That thing he said about burying to put the Quran in the
ocean.
Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
I went to secondary school in the 80s in Kaduna. My history teacher told me that's the first time I heard that thing. When we were doing an African history, and when I entered West African history, he talked about how the Fulanis came from Futajalon. I did history in secondary school. You understand? He said it's there. How the plan is to put that Quran in the Atlantic Ocean, and that's after Aba Beach for Lagos. Put about water. That's the plan. That's why you will see say that's middle belt is their problem, because that's where they were halted. They won't pass Ilori, enter Oyo State, the old Oyo Kingdom. They enter part of it. They enter reach there. But now Benue will stop them. They didn't cross into Southeast. I did history. I know this is very well. I'm shocked that this kind of man has not been looked for and picked up and his likes. That thing Frank said is true. It's true. You now put those people, you put their brothers as your NSA and your Minister of Defense. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. He said it, and people, sometimes people are so blinded with religion and ethnicity that someone was campaigning and told you that I will continue from where this guy stopped. This guy was this. I don't know if you would have heard about the Mahdis. The first Mahdi was Usman Danfodio. The second Mahdi, the third one, Buhari. Buhari could not complete the job. They won't complete it under this man. That's why you see that they were making noise. 1993 now, that was the first time I ever voted in my life in Kaduna, in Nigeria. They did the Muslim ticket. It was not a problem. So why did the Muslim ticket become a problem in 2023, 30 years later? But why did it become a problem? It was not a problem that time, but not that problem now. Do you understand? I think there's an agenda, and because this man is so interested in holding on to power, as if they put a placenta for Aso Rock to remain there, he will allow them to keep doing what they are doing. If Nigerians don't wake up to halt this madness in 2 years' time, in 2027, halt this madness, Nigeria will be unlivable after 2027. I'm telling you. Because that time, the man has nothing to lose again. He has nothing to lose again because there's no election coming again. He has nothing to lose. Now he's being nice because he's looking for 2027 election.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
People are quiet.
Thank you.
When I pray, God bless you.
Thank you so much. All right, so let me take what Frank said concerning this and concerning whether Nuhu Ribadu will respond or react to this.
Afulani, you see a population, a town in Hausa, in Hausa land that is like made up of 80% Hausa people, 90% Hausa people. But the emir of that town and the most prominent people in that town are Fulanis. And that's what's happening all across Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, Kanu, Jigawa. You don't know why you're looking at it in bewilderment. That is what's happening. Many of these places, the Fulanis are only the emirs. Even Ilorin, is Yoruba. It's Yoruba. But the Fulanis are the emirs now. The traditional ruler of Ilorin is emir now, emir of Ilorin. That's Amir, that's the Fulani title, for this Yoruba, because they captured the place during jihad. And that is what they want to do. They constitute the establishment. They don't want to constitute the establishment in Nigeria. Ribadu is a Fulani guy. He's the National Security Advisor. The Minister of Defense, Badaru, is Fulani. These are the top echelon of Nigerian security architecture. The National Security Advisor and the Minister of Defense. Even the Chief of Defense Staff is not up to them, because these are the ones that brief the president every time. And that's why they skewed the narrative that the president is talking about, hey, we should share our land with their neighbors, you understand? Because they are the people who briefed it. They are Fulani. And you will never, ever hear Ribadu describe the killing in Benue as a terrorist attack or Fulani attack. He has always been describing it as farmer headers. Last month, when APC were having their 2 years summit, the Tinubu's administration 2 years summit, when ministers were giving their reports, if you watch, go to YouTube, you'll see it now. When Ribadu came out to give the security report, He was speaking with so much energy when he was talking about what they are doing in Borno. Boko Haram, they are taking on this, they are taking on that. Then when he came to Benue, then he realized, he said, and the farmer header crisis in Benue. I said, no, mister, we don't have something like that. He said, the farmer header crisis in Benue, we're trying to solve it. We've done so much about that. The conflict, then I marked all this. Then the next thing is called the conflict. The conflict in Benue has been reduced to a marginal level. Then all of a sudden, the tempo increased when he was to talk of IPOP. Your Excellency, in the Southeast, we've decimated IPOP. We've run out their camps, we've bombarded their camps, we've taken. Go and watch that video.
Boko Haram, ISWAP, the jihadis, banditry and kidnapping in the northwest, separatist agitations in the southeast, Niger Delta, and communal conflicts, including harder farmer clashes, especially in the north central. In Benue and Plateau states before May 2023, violent conflicts.
All right, okay. So I get person for the line. Well, when I don't hear him, hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, precious.
Sir, Ogatoni Chikudi, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, looking good this evening.
Okay, I'm not looking good. The stories from Nigeria can be so overwhelming.
Anybody will see you will not say you just look like government taking.
Stop it, I don't like it.
So,
stop it, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir. Go ahead.
So, precious, it's just everywhere about Reno Omokri. I think he's trying to increase the number of followers instead that he had. So that's why he's doing that.
I am done with his conversation. I don't even give him too much credit. So I just mentioned.
So I don't like people talking. Even if I have to say anything, because that's one of the reasons why I called. If someone will listen carefully there, he said that he hates Peter Obi. So you hate somebody, so you are a kind of blowing out venom from your mouth. The things that most people know that is not true. Even Shawore has already said something about him. An issue between him and Shawore. So you can see, and this guy, I'm just seeing it that he has a kind of natural hatred against the Igbos. Yeah, he has a natural hatred. That's the way I'm seeing it. If this is politics, this thing is going too far. I don't know what he's going to get from all these things. And he's saying if Peter Obi wants, Peter Obi can take him to court. He knows that Peter Obi will not do that because sometimes silence is the best answer to a fool.
He's been looking for a way for Peter Obi to give him credit. I think Peter hasn't given him that credit, so it's a bit annoying.
And that's
that you try to get someone's attention and the person doesn't give you attention. So it can be frustrating, really. I can understand him.
So when I listen to everything, I don't like talking about him, about this issue of that I hate Peter Obi, and then anybody will know. Since you hate Peter Obi, you can be saying anything that you want to say against him. Yeah. Then the thing that you played, how is it? And the thing they are doing in the Senate's house. Precious. It's just annoying.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. So these people, I keep on saying it. They always think that Nigerians are fools. The only thing that Nigerians we don't is because the thing has they have I don't know how they have starved Nigerians, made them to be so hungry to a point that Nigerians doesn't even have any mouth to say anything. They just want to eat and live. In Nigeria, we are not asking them for a lot. Only what we ask, give us light, and then the rest we will do it. And roads. That's all. But it's difficult for them to do all these things. And when I see some of them, the way they talk, sometimes I get annoyed. Okay, you are in the Senate, and you know that such a thing is going on. Why don't you summon them? Why don't you give them? You are there to check me. You are there to bring them to book, and they will not do it.
Thank you so much. Sir, thank you.
Good night.
You too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So some of this conversation really, it's in the weak person where we're. So it a weak person. So here you go. This kind of conversation. And then did I not tell you that the Northern Elders Forum today, Tuesday, is saying that the killing of 18 wedding guests from Basawa Sabongeri local government area of Kaduna State, that it is premeditated, that it is deliberate. So, according to them, in a statement signed by the spokesperson, I'm coming. Let me take this call and get back to that. Hello, good evening. Yeah, good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name? Where are you coming from?
Jamila, I called yesterday from London.
All right, you're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Precious. What I want to say, I don't want to dwell on Omokri because it's someone I know well here. We know his grandstanding and pathological lying and character. So it's not worth talking about. Not about Peter Obi, about everything. Really, so it's not. I just want to talk about Nigeria generally, particularly about the security situation in Nigeria. You see, the security situation in Nigeria have a root. It's a foundation of it is religious, it is tribal, and it is land grabbing, genocidal, hypocrisy, and wickedness. Time may not permit me to go through all this with facts, but let me just summarize because I'm about to go to work. What I want to say is the solution to this is Nigeria have never really elected their leader. Nigerian masses have not been given a chance to elect who they want. The day Nigeria will elect their leader, a popular leader they want, okay, that leader will now see that mandate to serve the people. And he will come out to do the right thing. And you see all these things will stop. However, people in Nigeria, I'm using this medium to tell people in Nigeria to be very careful where you go, whether you live in southeast, south, whatever, where you go, the crowd you mix up with, this thing will continue, and I see it gaining grounds. Because now, the president has shown that his policies, the body language, his statements, even from him directly and from his aides, is skewed somehow against the North. Mostly those northern elites. And everybody knows their culpability to what is happening. Because as your guest said, if they are not accessories to all this, they would have come out as a group to condemn it and marshal out a program or a process to stop it because it is tarnishing their image. Rather, they are betting, they kept quiet, they don't want to do anything about it. And the government seemed handicapped because the government don't have the mandate of the people. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Anytime I listen to security situation in Nigeria, how people die and all that, it breaks me down. I grew up in Enugu, in the street called Owerri Road. I served as a councillor there as well. My street in Owerri Road is made up of 60% of Igbos, 30% of Northerners, including Fulanis, then 10% of Yorubas and all that. Okay? I am a product of the Civil War, like I was born during that time. I grew up there. We never had this problem. We never had. I will tell you, an average Fulani man in Nigeria, originally, they don't behave like this. Yes, they carry their dagger around. They can be violent if provoked. But I've never heard where they will just go and start killing unprovoked.
All right.
So I don't support this going on.
Thank you.
Nigeria should stand up, vote for the right person, defend it. Let's know whether a good government can come and stop all this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. I see your messages. You say, I'm moderating a program and I'm taking side. What side exactly did I take? Oh, I shouldn't say anything about what is happening in the country. I don't understand you. Because I'm not an indigen of, I'm not a citizen of Nigeria. I'm not living in Nigeria. I don't understand what you mean by taking sides. That's by the way, anyway. Well, I've been also worried about this kind of sort of vengeance killing. It's really very crazy. It's really, really, really crazy, honestly speaking. I don't know how we can exist like this. It's very overwhelming and tiring, really. Now, the Northern Elders Forum is saying that what has happened is premeditated. I don't know if this statement will also spark a reprisal attack. I don't know. It is worrisome, and that's perhaps why we're having this conversation. If somebody can come and say the kind of things that that man said in this video, and then nobody, would react, well, um, I don't know. I don't know. Just like my caller said, that even when they arrest them, that they release them immediately too. So there's even no way that it says, that it's basically fruitless. Oh, by the way, let me get to Imo State, where people for Imo State, your Honour Governor talk say, I beg. Okay, before I get to Imo State, um, the governor of Kaduna State, Obasani, has called on his counterparts across the country to uphold the constitution of rights of Nigerians and freedom of movement so that Nigerians can live everywhere that they can. That the constitution of Nigeria states that people can live anywhere that they want. So that other governors should also emulate that. The governor made the call during a condolence visit to the Kaduna local government area where he sympathized with the families of the 12 travelers who were killed in Mango because of the attackers or the attack, the people that were sadly killed in Plateau State. So he has said that people should allow people live anywhere they want. So the point is this about allowing people live anywhere they want, or allowing people live anywhere they want and dominating the places that they want and threatening and chasing the indigents of the places away from their ancestral homes. Why is that not being spoken to or spoken about? Why didn't he speak to that fact? That's just a worry that a lot of people had with that statement he made. But then let's move on to other issues. Oh, remember the young lady that Raye that made a statement about President Bola Tinubu being a terrible president. In case you can't remember, I'll do a refresher course on her. Well, NYSC don't talk. So you know what? For insulting the president, we go punish you. You do NYSC extra 2 months. And they come back to tell on the case. Hello, good evening and welcome. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a low spirit. Welcome. Hello. No, help me turn up the volume of your listening device, please. Yes, you're welcome. Go ahead. What's your name, sir?
So let me talk my name and day for you to bed. Just listen to it at the top.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
This guy will call this house guy will call.
We talk. We are playing video.
If
no
you
call.
Understand our sense. Yes. If you understand our sense, see the way this guy talk, and waiting come out of his mouth, and the weight of waiting come out of his mouth. One of the things where that man will translate for you, talk the right, but you get things where miss. One of the things when talk, we say they know Benue cast, where they see Benue, they right and Benue, what did they consider they kill them? And say them, Nigeria and Benue people put 4 legs for 1,000. You know what that mean? He said they don't burn anybody well. Say Nigerians and all of them. Say make them touch their cow. He said they go do nonsense. Say the other time, I tell you from my parents in Nigeria.
Hello. Hello. Hey, go ahead, please. Kindly hurry up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I tell you, My parents in Nigeria, my brothers in Nigeria, I take careful. But you see, I hear also very well. They bomb me for Bauchi. But I tell you, so Nigeria not the safe. All of them are dead. I don't tell my family, I don't tell you. Make you not take careful, make you not prepare. Nigeria not be the same again. And I'm not going to talk too much. But I think this man called him out for it. He don't know it. All of them are Nigeria not take careful. Nigeria not be the same. Hausa people and Fulani, they don't get the heart of, as long as you don't be Muslim. Like that man told you, be infidel, they don't regard you to be anything. I know that very well.
Thank you.
I lead the rest talk.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Okay. Let me get to my backyard. The Barrys, can you join me before I take Mr. Moop? The Barrys, are you there? Okay. So before I take the Barrys and Moop, remember the young lady? Well, make I just play a bit of an excerpt of what she talk about. We say
I genuinely feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time where things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. And I'm so overwhelmed because this is literally my first time doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving out of my family house. This is my first time living by myself. And not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing NEPA bill, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. The craziest thing was, you want to go out to a certain location with your friends, and Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber, that we can't even take Uber. It is crazy. Like, why are things so expensive? And let's not even Lagos stinks. Lagos smells like shit. If you say, okay, I want to take a walk, I'm depressed, let me just take a walk, you can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire state smell like this? And what is the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it, because in the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, MTN, what the fuck is even going on? Literally, I spend over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. Every single time that I work hard, Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth, but we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We are ending up being poor. So I need us as Nigerians to please start calling the government out. We should be tired of this by now. We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place. food needs to start one place, the economy needs to start one place. Like, we are tired, it's just too much. The more you work hard to achieve something, the higher it gets. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to attack. So guys, yesterday I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So 30 minutes ago I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI. And for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYSC copper has to fill a file.
All right, so I just have to end it here and quickly take your calls and reactions. So bottom line, the young lady has been giving, extra 2 months to, she's been punished as a punitive measure for insulting President Bola Tinubu or stating or saying that President Bola Tinubu is terrible at his job. For saying that, they've extended her NYC by 2 months. She didn't commit any other crime, just that alone. So that's it. I just thought to bring that to the phone. Make I go take on a calls. The Barrys, let me take your calls and talk to Mr. Mook. Hello, good evening and welcome. Yeah, the Barrys.
Good evening. Can you hear me today?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Great. Yeah, so sorry, I've been listening to you for a while, but I've been on the road back and forth, but I follow every day. So yeah, I just want to say something real quick. I want to make people really open their eyes, and watch.
Okay, your network is at it again. Wooga, your network is at it again. We can't hear you. Okay, so your network is bad again. I'm sorry. Maybe you'd have to rejoin us again. But let me talk to Mr. Mop now. Mr. Mop, good evening. Are you there? Mr. Mop, good evening.
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing, Precious?
Are you lying down inside bedroom again?
No. I know you like your guests to show their face, but hold on. Let me land, Precious.
Anytime your voice they sound like that, don't do that.
No, it's not. It's not. What happened? I've been talking all day. I'm like in a conference right now, so I don't want to be interchanging my online conference. But thank you very much. The first thing I'm going to thank you, for bringing an unfiltered guest. The guy that always come here from the lawyer. I think he live in US. He's from Benue, right? He give an unfiltered, narrative viewpoint, which we really appreciate. Kudos to him. So there are so many things to go by, but I'm not going to go through all of them. But let me start with this lady, the youth copper. That's the guy that started. I think the 30 days something we did all over. People did all over the country. Right? Tinubu is the terrible president. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they're gonna find way. They wanted to punish her initially, but because of the outcry,
Exactly.
They have found a way. They have found a way to punish her because this one you can't question it. They're gonna say maybe she's supposed to complete 2 more months. She was delayed. So they have found a way. This is the impunity when it comes to Nigeria. This whether Tinubu know about it, the buck stopped with him. Because what actually happened, the sycophancy of this, the president, president people, they are the one that's doing this in order to, curry flavor from the president. So let me leave it at that. The main reason why I was trying to join, because like I said, I was busy. Yeah, I'm still busy anyway because I'm going to go back to my life stuff. It's about some of the things you said. Let me start with I think I have 3. Let me start with from my state. Okay. Somebody from me were called earlier, and what he said was right. Even in my place, my parents and some other business we have the Fulanis as our gate men, people that get us, they are very good people. So when we try to make a statement, we shouldn't be making a generalized statement. There are some good Fulanis. So
but my guest also stated that too now that they are good.
Yeah, I'm from Owerri, yeah. But having said that, let me say something you said about Uzodinma. I'm not an Uzodinma fan by no means. Okay,
Okay.
but when it comes to what he said, he was 100% right because
Oh, that means he's working. That's good.
yeah, well, I'm okay. I'm talking about road, okay, infrastructure. Clearly he has invested more heavily on the road than his immediate predecessor and some other ones. Yeah, he has done a lot, and I can give you some of the fact that he has done at least over 120 road delivered during his first 5 years. So he's been in the office for about 5 years right now. For
That's
one,
good.
I'm just going to be 35 kilometers from Owerri to Olo.
No bother,
Mo-
not do that for him. He's okay. He did well, and I'm
Do
glad that you're
okay.
taking to
So
that
let
thing.
me let me leave it like that. Yeah, yeah, he's right on this. So give me a kudo
Yeah,
for that. So
good.
let me go to the more pressing issue
Hmm.
about about what Peter Obi said about prescribing the IPOB, as a
Yes.
terrorist.
Yeah.
When he did that, to my own research, it was at Channel TV on 2017, that October to be precisely. That's when he made that statement. And when was IPOB prescribed? By Nigeria, not the international organization. Because up to today, the international organization have declined to prescribe IPOB as a terrorist organization. So
Rather,
let's get
the International Terrorist Index prescribes Fulani headers. I think
exactly.
they are ranking number 4 in terrorism index also. They are the first 10 in terrorism index. Fulani
Yeah,
headers.
so I'm trying to debunk everything
Okay. Hmm.
Reno said, because in California where he stay, I stay in San Diego, he stay in LA. We call him the Queen of Dorothy. I don't know if you know what the Queen of Dorothy is. Somebody who they follow both ways. That's what we call them. That's what he is. I've seen him many times. Little guy and but anyway, I'm not his fan. I
Oh,
don't know
he
why
swings
people
both ways. That means he's fruity.
that's my that's
He's
what
fruity.
that's the speculation. I don't know him that much to know, but that's what I heard. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, little guy.
Okay.
You see him ravaging the whole, walking around LA. The guy is something. Okay, I don't even give the credit to some of his narrative because the guy is just a fool in my own opinion. Okay,
Oh.
we know his antecedent when it comes to lying and everything. So on the like I was saying, I need to put this in context. Peter Obi made that thing on Channel TV on October 2017. And when was IPOB prescribed? According to the Chief Justice, I think Adoka Kafarat, he made that declaration, I think on September 21, 2017. So that's during the early time of IPOB that was prescribed. And it wasn't properly gazetted. It was gazetted on January 18, 2018. So which is like few months after Obi had made that statement. Exactly January 18, 2018. And Obi made that statement during 2017. So that's the early part of IPOB, whether they're killing people. So Obi is right. That's the only statement he made. This guy, when he come, and paint some unsavory narrative, is so annoying. I don't know what people. He has a lot of followers. I think I find out almost about 3 million plus. I don't whether people countering him or people, that's why he had, because he's not an honest broker. We know about his antecedent. That man, I don't. But anyway, it is what it is. I just want to bring some facts to this.
Hmm.
So about Ribadu, and there's
Hmm.
something that's very revealing. Okay, if he's the one that gives Tinubu the intelligence, we know he is the one. We know what transpired between him and Tinubu when he was the EFC chairman. Tinubu has to know whether it's a right intelligence. That's why Tinubu came to Benue State and said it was a reprisal attack. It was communal clash. So Rubad is the one that's giving him all this intelligence. But if Tinubu is smart enough, he has to know what is right. Like in United States. And the National Security Advisor went about 2 months ago and said that Iran doesn't have any nuclear, are not developing any nuclear, any nuclear weapon. But recently, what happened? The war that are going on right now, that ceasefire is kind of not stable. But anyway,
Ah,
Trump
this
come on.
is fire. Mm.
Yeah, Trump came on national TV because they asked him and say, "Your national security advisor said something like that." He said, "I don't
Mm.
give a damn." What he said. I know what I know. Yeah, he said it.
Mhm.
It's not something that was written. He said it on national TV.
So,
So
so
I'm not
whether
saying
whether
Trump
or
is.
not his national security advisor tries to be
Yeah, he said it on
diplomatic or
national TV
not,
because
he
the
knows
press
what he
asked him.
knows.
Right. But I'm not saying he's right or no. Don't quote me, okay? And I'm not saying he's right, but I'm just saying he had the boldness. Tinubu can do that. Tinubu can do that. He has to take anything everybody's, you know. everybody told him or tell him, but the buck stopped with him. It doesn't matter if everybody is telling you lie, deceiving because you want to protect their brothers. No, you have to do your own diligence, or you fire him, replace him with somebody. But he doesn't have the board to do that. All he has the board is to truncate Rivers State government. So, I mean, you know that. Didn't you do that to your state? What are you talking about? Why are you smiling
Is
like
that
I'm
why you
telling
now
you?
use? Is that why you now bring football into this matter? You now say
That's
somebody does
exactly
not
what
have
he
the ball.
did. You know what? You know I'm right. You know I'm right, Precious. So
Mm-hmm.
what I say right. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to take your time. I'm about to go. Let me make the last statement. I think this Tinubu has a problem. The reason why I say he
Where?
has a problem.
I hope you're
He
not
has
trying to talk about Alex, our friend. Don't talk about Alex, our friend.
No, I'm
In
going
our
to talk it. That's the last one. That's my last topic. I
Oh.
mean, why this man? This is what we call white elephant lie or pointless lie. Why are you making that lie? We know this guy, whether we know he always meets himself with the scammers. But what lying? This guy is 58 years old. I have Googled it. I find out the whole information with my GDP and some other AI. This guy is 58 years old. Tinubu is 73 years old. So that means when Tinubu was in school, this guy was 10 years old. That's how old the guy was. And moreover, they didn't go to the same school to begin with. Whether he said it's a classmate or his body, it doesn't matter. But it insinuated they went to the same school at the same time or classmate. It doesn't matter. So Tinubu is a lie. He has become what I consider an unrepentant liar. I'm going to call it what it is. I mean, why making a silly lie that doesn't
Oh,
make
no, but
any sense?
you will not speak to our president without respect now.
Okay,
That's
okay. But he lied. Okay, what I lied. But let me make my point. This Zingma, is 58 years old from Belarus or whatever they call him. Okay, Tinubu went to university, I think, because he went to junior college. Then he transferred to University of Chicago from 1977 to 1979. And this guy went to University of Illinois from 1991 to 1995. So, Precious, tell me the correlation.
no,
Tell me
no.
the
So,
correlation. What?
do you
It's
know?
not a banter.
Do you know if the guy actually went tried to do a pre-degree or something in Chicago, but did not take
Okay. Let's
and left?
assume, Precious. You are trying to make it school, but I know where you're coming from. How is it? I said this guy was 10 years old when Tinubu was in the university. Can't you get it, Precious? The guy
Sir,
went to hold on. The guy went to his bachelor degree from 1991 to 1995. Bachelor degree. So Tinubu already left in 1979. So when did he go and meet Tinubu to do a master degree? Tinubu don't have a master degree. He only have a BSc in accounting, and his GPA was 3.54. I don't know why that's not even a cum laude. Cum laude has to be about 3.99 or 3.44. He's ordinary accountant, so he's not even a smart guy in that area. He's only smart
oh
in
please,
politics.
now stop it.
No, he only smart in the school he went to. The school he went to. Anybody can go there and get a cum laude. It's a down the edge. I don't even know. It's like a 10th tier university in America. 10th, not even second, not even fourth. I'm not talking about Ivy League school. So, but anyway, that's he may be. What is the purpose of lying to us? So, Professor, don't come here and tell me that it's a banter because he said it on national TV. This gets to tell you that anything that come out of that man mad, the propagandist has overwhelmed him. He doesn't even know how to say the truth. Every time he has to make himself look good, So it doesn't even make sense, okay? I mean, white lie, elephant lie, whatever you may call it, it's unnecessary. But that get to show you the kind of person he is. He doesn't know what the truth because we don't even know where he went to if he ever went to high school you know, of course, Nigeria, you can let somebody who didn't have a primary education rule you. So that's how you become.
Y'all stay there and be yabbing y'all. Y'all stay there and be yabbing y'all. You
Thank you,
stay
my
there.
friend Pressure.
Eh, y'all stay there and be yabbing y'all here in Nigeria.
I'm not
Don't
happy on
worry.
the spot of my country, but I don't
Eh,
like what's going on. It's so
eh,
annoying. You have to
you
call
be
a
staying
spade
there
a
and be
spade.
doing in a bar name y'all stay there. Oh, yeah, come and be going. Mr. Mo, thank you. Bye bye.
Sports now, and I go to another channel. You're gonna see all those sick of fancy. I'm gonna see how they're gonna defend this. I'll be going to them and
Ah,
I give them battle.
ah,
I they give them battle over there.
ah.
I'm
I
gonna see
beg
how they defend them.
anyhow when they defend and come tell me I beg make I buy
Yeah,
that
no,
defend.
I'm gonna take because I'm going there tonight. It's me and them.
Okay.
They don't like me,
Please
but I always
keep
go
me
there. Thank you,
updated with
precious.
information. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I
Bye
appreciate.
bye.
Thank you. All right, bye. Oops, Nigeria. All right. So in case some of you missed that video, make a look what I go find and play for now. Our classmates, no, our classmates ready for Chicago. Make a play with our president talk am. They make a play the classmates. No vex. Make it no be like say for lost because here what I didn't actually give one information of things when they happen. But make I take this call first. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, Pressure.
Sir?
Hello.
Sir, is that T.Y. Danjuma?
Precious.
Sir?
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome.
You don't give me name now.
Nasuna. Collect the name, collect the oil well in the spirit.
I don't collect everything.
Well done.
How you doing?
We did fine though. Welcome.
Make you want my friend a man of prestige. Make you know they talk about my president.
I don't know. In fact, now when you talk and the thing don't come pay me now, pause. You be not paying me too much then. You don't remind me say the thing supposed to pay me well. Thank you.
Okay, so but now my friend, I go forgive him. Okay. I think he misspoke.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, I don't hear within all the things where you know and then your guest. So there's something that I sent to you and
so just so you know, I'm usually not even around this particular phone, right? And if you send me information, it will take a lot, except they call my attention to the information before I get it. So, and I don't have any numbers saved at all in this platform. So it's crazy to want to know who actually is who, because most of them are foreign numbers, so I can't really tell who's who. So sincere apologies if I don't respond. It's not because I'm being but it's just because it can be. Thank you.
It's nothing to do with you personally, but I was just, it's about a medical feat that was performed by a surgeon, a Chinese surgeon from Rome.
Okay.
Okay, it's a tender surgery, one of its kind, the first of its kind in the world, where he was in Rome and conducting an operation in Beijing, China.
That's awesome.
So, using robotics.
That's awesome.
And the 5D.
That's landmark. That's good.
Landmark. So I did the operation. The operation took place from June 5th to June 7th, and it was successful.
Oh, wow.
So it throws some light to the fact that it's not possible, it was 5,000 miles away, and it was performing an operation.
Distance is no longer a barrier.
It's no longer
through
a barrier.
The use of technology. Awesome.
You can use technology to sort out and robotics to
sort
out a lot of things.
I am an advocate of stuff like that. That's why I've always been an advocate of remote work for the past almost 20 years. So I love anything that makes life easy for people. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I am saying that here we are in Nigeria, and we're talking about all this nonsense that is happening. We can't do. People. The world has moved, far away along. Nigeria is still there, trudging, and then all this nonsense that we hear, it's a shame. It's a shame. I read sometime of a Nigerian surgeon who operated on a lady, took out a pregnant lady, took out the fetus, did some operation, planted it back, and everything went well. So I think that Nigeria of today should rise beyond this mundane and silly things that we're talking about, ethnicity, religion, and think more of things that are uplifting and that will move our nation forward, and all these things that we hear every day.
I agree.
I
agree because it's not like we don't have the brain; we have the brains, so why not?
We do. Yeah. We do. So I think our leaders should. The reason why we have all this, internet and all this media that we have, things that we see, technology that we see up and down, it's not a joke. And they should stop all this nonsense about impeaching this one or taking this person to court or talking about nonsense and wasting money and corruption and all that. They should learn. President, I don't know if he's come back from St. Lucia, but politics is not about buying yachts and buying planes and buying, houses and building houses for judges and all that. I think that is
we should look beyond all that and begin to think out of the box and do something that is that the world, would know us for. Not this nonsense. That's just what I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good night. Okay. All right. So let me go back and take that video again for the purpose of those who may not have seen it earlier I think it was yesterday when I played it as the president was in a project. Let's quickly take a listen.
Alex. To all of you, Alex was my very good neighbor and went to the same school with me in Chicago. Never did we dreamt that I would be in this position as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Alex will be a successful businessman from Belarus to bring about a very successful collaboration and bilateral relationship that will promote economic prosperity and future of our two countries. Alex, thank you very much for everything.
Okay, so I ended there. I need to wrap up very quickly. And here now is a video of Mr. Alex being arrested. And this incident took place yeah. Okay, all right. And then people now started, associating a lot with it after digging up about him, that he was involved in arms deal and all of those. Let me take this according to the statement. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, hello, Precious.
Sir, I did fine.
Okay, Precious, I want to bring your notice to something when Senator Eyinaya Baribe said.
Wait till be your name, I beg. Remind me your name and where you come from.
Okay, my name is Ernest. I'm calling from Houston.
All right. Hey, just make them sharp here. Night don't come.
Okay. So Senator Eyinaya Baribe said something about electricity in Nigeria. I think he's the Senate chairman, the committee, chairman Senate Committee on Electricity, something like that. I'm not sure. So he talk something. He say it's no day possible for Nigeria to get stable electricity. He say something like that. And I got the one that say nobody don't really talk about what in talk. And then from what in they talk, he say the money when they need to invest and the money when they need to generate the power and distribute the power, that Nigeria is not ready and doesn't have the necessary finance to do them. So I can't wonder how Nigeria want to achieve economic success if electricity generation no be possible.
Here when that man went interview that time talks to their village, you don't even know it's in the electricity, they don't get them.
Yes, I understand. But this one when they talk about the national crisis, will be the only thing we go propel the country to achieve electricity stability. Nobody they talk about that one. So all the things where they talk, all the deceive where they deceive us, they say electricity generation no fit they possible. So how could they deceive ourselves? Make somebody they tell us say they want economy go improve, they go do this, they go do that. If you no fit generate electricity, it don't mean say the country no fit progress. Let them tell us the truth. I need to at least try to play back that interview when you get with channels.
I'll do that.
People hear.
I'll do that. Not right away.
We deceive ourselves, just pretend as if all is going to get better. It's
no
not
wahala.
going to get better.
No wahala. I'll do that. Not right away.
All right,
perhaps tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I still have a lot of work to do. Thank you so much. Good night. All right then. Okay, guys. This is what I'd rather curtain for the day. Thank you so much to everyone who's been part of the show. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you. Thank you for your unalloyed support. The love I get for Imadgo. I love on a plenty. And I make the whistle on that to make sure so not protect our mental health because wahala not the finish. He fights and runs away, lives to fight another day. Because trouble need to finish. So protect your mental health. I love Ona. I will see Ona again tomorrow evening, God willing. And then we will do this one again. Not gonna take care of ourselves. Bye. And good night. God bless.